Hallöchen und herzlich willkommen zurück bei Let's Play des Stanley Parable, hier bei Gameplay Deluxe. Ich bin euer Timmex und wir legen gleich mal los. So.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Naja, so. Da. Ich habe gesehen
Oh,
auf...
please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Okay, dann klicken wir die halt 20 Mal an. Ich wollte mir tatsächlich nur das Achievement abholen.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Alter, der will jetzt ernsthaft, dass wir hier 50 Mal draufklicken. Das ist natürlich auch ein bisschen gemein eigentlich.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
So, jetzt mache ich aber erstmal hier ein bisschen was. So, mal gucken, ob der noch was sagt. Aber ich glaube, wir haben eh schon die ganzen Klicks. Bin mir da gar nicht so sicher. Müssten wir aber rein theoretisch schon haben. Na los. Okay, wir brauchen die Tür 417. 417. Huch, was war das denn? Hat's kurz geleckt. 417. Wo ist die Tür 417? Ich suche dich. Hier ist sie. 2, 3 und 4, 5.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Ah. 437. Ich wette, am Ende sagt er einfach, ja, du hättest doch nur dort und dort draufklicken müssen. Wo ist denn 437? Das frage ich mich. Ach, hier.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Okay, 415. Kriegt auch noch ein paar Klicks. Logisch doch. So. Das ist irgendwie total bescheuert, hier da rumzurennen und die Türen anzuklicken. 2.
Now, back to
3,
door number 437.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9 und 10. So. Also, oh, Alter. Der jagt uns echt hier durch die Gegend. Junge. Muss ja auch nicht sein eigentlich. Wo ist denn Tür 437? Ach ja.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Ein Kopierer.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Ist das geil gerade irgendwie.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Das könnte schwierig werden. Wo ist denn sein Desk? Ah, hier ist übrigens noch ein Bildschirm. Username Access. Ah ja. So, ich mach mal übrigens hier Bildschirme aus. So. Bisschen Strom sparen. Wo ist denn jetzt hier 419? Ach, hier.
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Alles klar, Chef. So. Auf zur Tür 416. Hier ist sie.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Alter, der rastet hier gleich aus. Der Typ. Wo ist denn die Kopiermaschine gewesen? Hier irgendwo, ne? Hier hinten, genau.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
1, 2 und 3 und 4 und 5.
We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
So, haben wir das Achievement auch einfach mal mitgenommen. Auf jeden Fall ganz lustig. So. Was haben wir denn hier? Da ist nix. Okay. Hier rein? Nein.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ah, nee.
This was
Rechts.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ja, denn die ist sehr schön. Da komme ich nicht rein. Ich will doch überall Energiesparmaßnahmen durchsetzen.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Natürlich. Ich kann einfach rumklicken anscheinend. Finde ich auch geil. So, okay, gehen wir mal weiter.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So, das haben wir ja tatsächlich schon mal gemacht. Diesmal möchte ich aber mal geradeaus gehen. Hier ist alles verrammelt und verriegelt.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Eigentlich gemein. So. Was haben wir denn hier so Schönes? Will cause death. Komisch. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Lol. Oh.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Okay, das war ja semi-gut, möchte ich sagen. So.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Genau.
No
so
matter how
aus.
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
So, da ist noch ein Bildschirm. Machen wir aus. Alles ausmachen hier. Energiesparmaßnahmen. So. Okay. Weiter geht's. Ausmachen. Da ist noch was. Awaiting Input. Awaiting Input. So, hier kann ich nichts machen anscheinend. So, haben die anderen jetzt auch wieder was an? Frage ich mich gerade. Nein, nein, nein. Okay, dann gehen wir mal weiter. Schauen wir mal einfach, was uns noch so entgegenkommt. So. Lalalala, lalala.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Natürlich.
Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Kann man eigentlich? Sobald man hier... Ne, ich glaube...
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So, lalala.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why... I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Ja, gleich, gleich. Entspann dich. Erstmal gehen wir hier gucken. Wahrscheinlich die Tür gleich zu. Ja, war ja klar. Da können wir nicht rein. Aber schön, dass wir auch mal hier ein bisschen was anderes entdecken. Aha. Kommen wir denn hier so hin? Hä, wo sind wir denn?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nö.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Genau, durch die blaue Tür, ja. Also hast du recht.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Wie geil ist das? Und hier ist die blaue Tür. Komm, wir gehen durch die blaue Tür.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Okay, okay. So,
You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
What? Ich weiß ja nicht. Hilfe.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Okay. Oh, was ist denn jetzt los? The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Cool. Ist ja krass. Alter, 91.000 Türen geöffnet. What the fuck? Nicht schlecht. Did you know that? Bla bla bla. Auf 21,3% of players gibt. This is you. Toll. Compete against others to prove Stanley Parable Carrier. Toll. Ich bin der Letzte. Wenigstens nicht das Letzte. So, gehen wir wieder durch die dritte Tür.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Naja, geht so.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh oh, jetzt kommt irgendwas crazy-mäßiges.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Ah ja. Vor allem der Sound immer. Ich lass mal das Baby einfach reinlaufen.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Hä, what the fuck, Alter? Was kommt denn jetzt?
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here, no, here, and then...
What the...
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course, and just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Oh, ich habe irgendwie Angst. Nein, tu mir nix.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Okay, es ist so geil gerade. Sogar mit der Originalmusik. Hammer. Ach, hier ist eine Höhle, natürlich.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Nein, ich glaube nicht. Oder? L? Nein. Ich habe kein Licht mitgebracht und wir können leider nicht springen. Verdammt. Können wir Pilze essen? Nö, wir können nur mit der Tastatur schreiben.
No. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Oh. Ich hoffe, wir landen wieder da. Das war irgendwie lustig. So. Was kommt jetzt? What the...
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Was steht hier? Oh. Oh. So, es kommt auch ins Klo. Alles ins Klo hier. So. Yeah, chillige Musik. Wir nehmen es einfach mal mit. Ah, das ist doch hier Portal, Alter. Wie geil. Hammer.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
Ah ja. So, gib mir mal deinen Würfel.
Genius.
So. Ah, dreh dich wieder richtig. Kann man das nicht drehen, das Ding? Ne, irgendwie nicht. Naja, gehen wir mal durch.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice. I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made. The thought won't last long. Good.
What the... Wieso haben wir das überlebt? Vor allem, wie cool das hier aussieht. Mega geil. Nur wo sind wir jetzt hier gelandet? Filling Cabinets. Oh. Nein. What the... Lol. Alter. Hä? Jetzt können wir auf einmal hier lang. Ah, schon wieder viel zu viele Entscheidungsmöglichkeiten. Ich weiß gar nicht, wo ich lang soll. Jetzt kann man sich hier so ein bisschen umschauen, habe ich das Gefühl. Es wäre nur ein bisschen schön, wenn hier auch sowas wie ein Lichtständchen, so ein Licht wäre. Also ein Licht stehen würde. Könnte man durchaus auch mal was erkennen. Das sieht den Büroräumen hier eigentlich sehr ähnlich, ne? Wahrscheinlich so sah das wahrscheinlich aus, bevor das alles koloriert wurde, texturiert wurde und so weiter. Oder vielleicht in der Alpha-Version, ich weiß es nicht. So. 427. Klick, 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 klick. Kann man anscheinend auch nichts machen gerade. Nö, hier kann man nichts machen. Dann gehen wir mal hier wieder raus. Schauen uns einfach ein bisschen um. Huch.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Hallo? So, das war's mit der heutigen Folge. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Lass mir doch einen Kommentar da oder auch ein Like. Ich würde mich sehr darüber freuen, wenn du ein Abonnent bist. Vielen Dank fürs Abonnieren. Wenn nicht, dann jetzt sofort abonnieren.